Lately, there have been some rumors that the Cleveland Cavaliers would be looking to get rid of Andre Drummond via trade or a buyout. So in today's video, I'll be discussing some potential trades for Andre Drummond. Before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video as it does help my channel grow, and subscribe to my channel because I post weekly NBA content and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and comment on this video to start a conversation with me because I respond to all of my comments. And play that intro.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
So a team I can see Andre going to is definitely the Toronto Raptors. And if a trade were to happen, I think it would honestly be Norman Powell, Aaron Baines, Patrick McCaw, and Matt Thomas to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Andre Drummond to the Raptors. And there's a chance that this might be a slight overpay, but I couldn't find any other realistic trades since the money wouldn't work with Andre's fat $28 million contract. And in this move, the Raptors would be getting Drummond, who is one of the best rebounders in NBA history. And this is exactly what the Raptors need, as they are at the bottom of the league in defensive rebounds. And adding Drummond would definitely help them be an above average team at rebounding at least. Toronto's center play has also been very weak, with Aaron Baines struggling on both sides of the floor. And although Chris Boucher has been playing terrific, he is not naturally a center because of his thin frame. So adding a big guy like Andre will help them on the defensive side of the floor, since this season he has been pretty good on that side of the floor, and the Cavs have been pretty good on defense, and a big reason for that has been Andre's defense. Drummond is also a solid passer for his position, so maybe Toronto could incorporate that into their offense. This would be a good return for Drummond to the Cavs, as they would get Powell, who is a very good scorer and defender who can really help them if they're looking to be a winning team. And Aaron Baines has struggled a bit, but he's still a solid big man, and Matt Thomas is a really good shooter. And there has been many reports that Toronto is interested in making a move for Andre. So I think there's a real chance that this move happens. And I think it would help both teams.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The next potential Drummond trade I'll be discussing is the potential move of Andre Drummond to the Brooklyn Nets. And the move I see happening is not a trade, but it is somewhat real chance that Drummond's contract gets bought out by the Cavs. And if Andre gets bought out, he's 100% going to the Nets. And he would be a perfect fit on this team, as the Nets don't really have a good center. And yes, I said they don't have a good center. DeAndre Jordan is a backup level center at best, and Drummond would be doing way better than DeAndre, as he's a way better defender, a way better rebounder, and although Jordan is still a solid lob target, I think Andre is better than him at that. As I said, Andre is one of the best rebounders in NBA history, and just imagine how scary this team could be if they got extra possessions. They're already the best offensive team in NBA history, and to beat them, you're gonna have to try and defend them. But if they keep missing shots and Drummond gets the offensive boards, that could be demoralizing. And I think on Brooklyn, Drummond would be a great fit. And although I don't think it's the most likely thing to happen, if Drummond gets bought out due to his large $28 million contract, it definitely is a possibility, but I don't think he's going to Brooklyn.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The next potential Andre Drummond trade I will be discussing is the potential move of Drummond to the Boston Celtics. And the move I see happening is Romeo Langford and 2 second-round picks to the Cavs and Andre Drummond to Boston. And the way this move would work money-wise is the Celtics would use their trade exception, which was used in the Gordon Hayward trade. And to me, the Celtics don't have the worst centers, as they have Daniel Tice and Tristan Thompson, who are solid centers, and let me not forget Robin Williams, who is very athletic. And right now, the Celtics are 20th in rebounds per game, and they rank 26th in defensive rebounds. And yes, they do rock top 10 in offensive boards, but overall, they're a bad rebounding team. So I think Drummond would really help them. But out of all the teams Drummond can go to, I think he will help the Celtics the least, since they are still good without being great on the board. in this move, the Cavs would get some second rounders, which is always nice, and Romeo Langford is a solid young player who has some promise and potential, but he doesn't really fit well with Boston right now as they have many guards, and I don't see him getting playtime in the near future. But to be honest, I think Boston has a real chance to get Drummond, and I think this is a solid return for him.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The next potential Andre Drummond trade I can see happening is Drummond to the Hornets. And in this move, I can see it being Andre Drummond to the Hornets and Cody Zeller, Malik Monk, Vernon Carey Jr., Nick Richards, and a second round pick to the Cavs. And to be honest, I don't think Drummond will help this overall Hornets team too much. And even if he does, he won't make them a playoff team. But Charlotte would make this move mainly to give LaMelo Ball a decent big man to play with, because Bismack Biyombo is a terrible, non-skilled player who has only looked okay at times because of LaMelo's awesome playmaking. And adding Andre would fit well with LaMelo, since he's a very good lob target, and Drummond isn't a great finisher, but he's a better than Biyombo's trash self. Charlotte is also one of the 5 worst defensive rebounding teams in the league, and Andre would definitely help them and make them better. Charlotte also gives up the 9th most offensive rebounds a game, so Drummond would really help in that aspect as well. And in this move, the Hornets would get Cody Zeller, who's an okay big man. Vernon Carey Jr. and Nick Richards are 2 young big men who haven't played that much. Malik Monk over the last few games has been playing amazing, so maybe in Cleveland he would get a bigger role off the bench. And the second round pick is always cool. I think this is a pretty likely move that can help both sides. But to conclude the video, Drummond is definitely going to get moved by the NBA trade deadline, and I think he's going to the Raptors. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know where you think Drummond is going. Drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA videos and to help me reach 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me, because I respond to all of my comments. And I'm out!